Isabella stood quietly in the kitchen, the dim lighting casting long shadows as she traced the rim of her coffee mug. It was past midnight, and Daniel still hadn't come home. She wasn't angry, just deeply worried. Since marrying Michael, she had tried many times to connect with Daniel, but he kept her at a distance. A sudden crunch of gravel outside pulled her from her thoughts. The door creaked open, and Daniel walked in. His shirt was ripped, dirt streaked his jeans, and he looked utterly drained. "You're late," Isabella said gently, not wanting to sound accusatory. Daniel barely acknowledged her, muttering something as he moved toward his room. "Wait, what happened?" she asked. "Nothing. Don't worry about it," he replied. But Isabella could see the heaviness he carried. The next evening at dinner, Daniel picked at his food in silence. Michael tried to chat, but Daniel gave short, tense answers. His usual aloofness had shifted into something more anxious. "I'm heading out," Daniel said abruptly, pushing his chair back. "Where to?" Michael asked. "Just out." Later that night, Isabella noticed the light still on in Daniel's room. She knocked softly. "Daniel, are you okay?" No response. She cracked the door open and found him sitting on his bed, shoulders tight, his phone glowing in his hands. "Whatever this is," she said quietly, "you don't have to go through it alone." "I'm fine," he muttered. But she wasn't convinced. The next evening, Isabella made a choice. When Daniel slipped out of the house, she quietly followed. He walked quickly and eventually ducked into an alleyway. Hiding nearby, she watched as he approached a group of older boys. Their laughter echoed, but the atmosphere felt dangerous. One of them shoved Daniel's shoulder. Another handed him something, small and metallic. Daniel hesitated, then took it. Before she could stop herself, Isabella stepped into view. "Daniel," she called. Her voice was sharper than she intended. He turned, eyes wide with panic. "What are you doing here?" he snapped. "You need to come home," she said. "Leave me alone," he yelled, his voice shaking. The boys muttered and walked away, leaving Daniel behind. Once they were gone, his tough exterior fell away. "I didn't know what else to do," he whispered. "They said if I didn't help them, they'd come after me." Isabella put a hand on his arm. "Whatever this is, we'll face it together, I promise." This time, he didn't pull away. That night, Isabella found him in the living room, staring blankly at the TV. She placed a cup of tea next to him. "You can't keep pretending everything's fine," she said gently. "I'm handling it," he replied. "No, you're not. I saw you with those boys. They're using you. I didn't ask you to follow me. I had to. You came home hurt and now you're sneaking around. What choice did I have?" "I'm not a kid," he snapped. "No, you're not. But you're making choices that could ruin your life." Silence followed. I don't know what to do," Daniel said finally. "They won't leave me alone." "Who?" Isabella asked. "Jason and his crew. I started hanging out with them after Mom died. I didn't know how to deal, and they made me feel like I mattered. But now, they won't let me go." "What do you mean, owe them?" "At first it was rides. Small stuff. Now they want me to steal. If I don't, they said they'll hurt me. Or come after you and Dad." "You're not doing that," Isabella said firmly. "I don't have a choice. You always have a choice. And you don't have to make it alone. You don't understand, they know where we live. And I'm not afraid of them," she said. "No one threatens our family. Let me talk to your dad," she continued. "We'll figure it out together." "Dad won't care," Daniel muttered. "He does. He just doesn't know how to reach you." Daniel hesitated. Then finally, he nodded. "Okay." The next night, Daniel paced his room. His phone buzzed. It was a text from Jason. "Last chance. Don't forget." Panic surged. He grabbed his jacket and slipped out. Isabella heard the door and followed. She watched as Daniel met Jason's group. "You're late," Jason said. "I'm not doing it," Daniel said. "That's not how this works," Jason sneered. "I don't care. I'm done." The boys moved in, threateningly. "You think you can just walk away? I should never have trusted you." The next morning, Isabella told Michael everything. His face tightened with anger. "He should have told me," he said. "He was scared. We need to show him we're here." Later, Michael called Daniel and, "I know what's been going on," he said. "And I know you were trying to handle it alone. I didn't want to drag you into it," Daniel said. "You're my son. If someone's threatening you, they're threatening us." Daniel finally let down his guard. I didn't know what else to do. Then we go to the police, Michael said. Daniel looked panicked. Jason's a coward, Michael interrupted. We'll go with you. You're not alone. That evening, they sat in the police station. Daniel told his story. His hands trembled as he spoke, but the officer listened carefully. You did the right thing, the officer said. We've been watching Jason's group. We'll take it from here. 2 nights later, Daniel saw headlights outside. They're here, he whispered. Michael stood calmly and called the police. Within minutes, squad cars arrived. Jason and his crew were arrested on the spot. It's over, Isabella said softly. Later that night, she found Daniel sitting on his bed, scrolling through old pictures. One showed him and his mom, both smiling. I miss her, he said. I know. And she'd be proud of you. Thanks for not giving up on me. You never have to thank me, she said. Your family. Weeks passed. The tension faded. Life returned to normal: school, dinners, laughter. Michael spent more time with Daniel. Slowly, things healed. One afternoon, Daniel sat on the porch, lost in thought. You okay? Isabella asked. Yeah, just weird. Things feel normal again. That's a good thing. I almost ruined everything, Daniel said. You were surviving. And you came to me when it mattered. A few days later, Michael surprised him with a new set of bike tools, something they'd once bonded over. Your mom would be proud, he said. Daniel smiled faintly. Thanks for being there. You're stuck with me. That night, Isabella gave Daniel an envelope. I found this in your mom's things. I think it's time you read it. Inside was a handwritten letter. His mother had written how proud she was of him and how she believed he'd grow into someone strong and kind. Tears welled in his eyes. She believed in you, Isabella said. Daniel nodded. I'm starting to believe it too.